Welcome back, guys. Well, after that long trenching job that we did, I don't usually sit in this machine for any length of time. Usually it's an hour or so, and then I'm out doing something else and then back in. So I've never really had a chance to get uncomfortable. So after sitting in this for pretty well 3 straight days and not getting out very much at all, I noticed something. This cab is uncomfortable. Now, is it horrible? No, but the seat itself is just, firstly, it doesn't go back far enough. So here's your mechanism for moving it forward and back. So it moves about 3 inches. In a second, I'll show you. There's about 2.5, 3 inches room at the back where it could move back more. I guess it's like that because a lot of people like their seats reclined. I don't like my seat reclined. I like it fairly straight when I'm operating. The reason this is uncomfortable is because your arms are back here, and my shoulders at the end of the day were aching. So what I want to do is, there's no adjustment in it. I'm going to have to unbolt the seat, move it back, mark it, and drill a couple new holes. So I can move it back by about 2 inches. And I'm going to do that. And I'm going to try it out like that and see how it works. But if that's not enough, the arms themselves, they're no adjustment, which, Sany, get your shit together and make these small little changes. For anybody that's running these things, then they're in them for 8, 10, 12 hours. No, it's not going to be comfortable. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try it out with the seat back a couple inches. And if that feels okay, I'll leave it. If not, there's a bit of room on these to move forward. Probably, maybe close to 2 inches, 1.5 inches anyway. Again, I'm going to have to unbolt them, mark them, drill holes, and bolt them back up. But let's turn you around. I'll show you what I'm talking about, and then we'll get started. So the cab's a mess after that dusty, dirty job. So I gotta clean that as well while I'm in here, but let me show you. I won't. So the seat is all the way back right now, and this seat is adjusted where I like it. So I just want to show you how much room is back here. So it's got to be 2.5 inches there. That's the room that it has to play with. Yeah, so we're going to unbolt this, slide the chair back, and mark it, and go from there. I think we're going to be able to make it a lot better. I think just that 2 inches will be quite a bit, and like I said, if not, I'll move these arms ahead, and I think that should do it. As for feet, the cab is kind of small, but it's really not that bad. Leg wise, it's not bad at all. I always remove the bottom window here when I'm running, obviously not in the wintertime, and quite often I just sit like this, unless I'm moving around a lot, and then obviously I'm using the pedals. But yeah, feet wise, it's not bad at all. It's just, I wish I could get you a better picture here. It's my elbows are kind of back past my shoulders, and that's with the chair all the way back. So yeah, it's just not comfortable. And then if you have to do any blade work at all, like my elbow is way past my shoulder. This has to be rectified. Sany should definitely have this up further. On my Kubota, my little mini Kubota, the thing's up here, and it's so comfortable. It's just natural, right where your arm kind of lands, and that's where it should be. I have to reach way back here. This is almost at the furthest extension I can move. I'll show you. So here's where the lever is. Right there is the furthest I can bring my elbow back, like physically. So why is it here? It should be up here. There's lots of room for it, tons of room. So Sany needs to make these changes. You know, this machine is great. I really enjoy this machine. There are a couple little things like I've mentioned in some videos before, but very minute things that I wouldn't even really worry about. But some things in this cab that I just noticed on this longer job, they need to be fixed. And we're going to fix them right now. Okay, so I'd love to get the camera in there while I'm doing this, but it's too tight. So I'll show you what's going on here. So this is what I found. This is the mounting plate for the seat. I do have a bit of option in this. One hole. One hole. So I'm going to move that. That's a start. And then if you look, if you look down here, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. Let me turn you around. If you look in here, see that nut, that bolt right there, sorry? Kind of the second one in. What that is a stop for the adjustment rail. So right now I'm going to take that adjustment or that rail off, and I'm going to see if I can adjust that back some more as well. And if I can, that should get me where I want to be, and I won't have to drill any holes. Hopefully I don't. Here's to hoping, anyway. Okay, so we removed this section right here. Actually, let's start up here. We removed this mounting plate, which mounts the chair to that. You can see that base right there. So we removed that. Then we removed this section here. In there was a stopper nut. We took that out. I think that gained us about 1 inch, not much. The rails itself still has its own stopper, so it can't come out. What we did then was, here's where this suspension section mounts to the rails. We've taken that, we've moved that plate forward. That way, let's see, about 1 inch. That'll bring our chair back further. And then we also did the same to this mounting plate. And what I did with this mounting plate was 2 of the holes line up. So that gained us another 1 inch. But up here, they didn't. So instead of screwing around too much, I just put a weld tack up there. It's not a big weld, it's just a tack, but these bolts will mostly hold it anyways. And if I ever have to take it off, it's just a real quick die grind. In fact, if I take these bolts out, it'll probably just pop. So yeah, we're gonna try that now. We're gonna install it, and we'll see if it works. Okay, so check this out, guys. We put the seat back in, and I'll show you what it looks like. So right now it's not bolted down, but it's sitting not in a notch per se, but where those 2 mounting bolts were that I showed you on that mounting plate, they sit in a little hole. So where they're sitting is right where the seat is going to sit. So I'll turn you around and I'll show you. Okay, so if you look, this is where it was before, with the seat all the way back. Now, check that out. That is perfect for me. So I can move it up a little bit if I have to, if it's rubbing when it comes up and down, but that's gonna be perfect for me. So we're gonna try it out like that. And then, if it's not enough, right here, this is where the arm bolts up. And I believe, nope, that's the only bracket. So right here is where it bolts up. If I have to, I'm going to move those holes and try to get it that extra 1.5 inches right there. So we'll try this and see how it goes. If anybody else is having the same issues, then it's not that hard. About a half hour, 45 minutes, just moving some bolts around, and that should fix it. Well, guys, I'm going to tell you, that was a game changer. I know I switched up equipment here, but putting that seat back, I only ran it for about an hour, but oh man, I can just tell it's such a difference. The levers on that machine are something else. Hard to do much with them. I mean, the travel levers. The pedals are just, they're a shape that is completely unconventional. You have to bend your ankles so much just to be able to use them. That's why you see me using my hands most of the time. Sometimes I try to use my feet, but it's so awkward. But that's something I got to live with, I think, unless I start redesigning and re-engineering those pedals, which I don't know, maybe I might do. You never know. But yeah, bringing that seat back was a game changer. So much better. So yeah, this is what we were working on here. Just it's kind of out here just doing it for fun, really. Part of owning this track is, or part of the fun of owning this track is just kind of tinkering with it, changing it, making it different. This section here I've changed so many times. I've had whoops in it, I've had it a straight stretch. I really liked it as a straight stretch, actually. It's kind of fun to get a ton of speed into that corner and then hammer the brakes, but I don't know, I change it up all the time. But I had these as gaps, but some of the guys riding the track, they don't like the gaps, and We want this track for people to come out and have fun and, you know, feel safe and do their thing. So this is looking pretty good. The weeds this year are just crazy, but the track for the most part is pretty good, the actual track. So, but yeah, I think this is gonna be fun. I think we're gonna have some guys over this weekend, so some of the vintage guys. So yeah, this will be good for them. I might even set you guys up and maybe do a quick little lap here just to test it out. Okay, that was fun. The track is really nice right now. It's not super hard where you're kind of sliding out. There's lots of traction right now. It rained the other day, so it's kind of nice and tacky. I'm going back out though. That second lip on that second jump is a little bit of a kicker. I assumed it was when I was building it, actually. I just wanted to try it out to see what it was like, but it's too much. So we're gonna have to make that a little bit more shallow. And important things here first, people. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna go fix that, and then I'm going to, there's another section where I just want to rough it up a little bit. I'm gonna use the teeth of the skid steer and kind of just loosen it up a bit. So yeah, I'm not going to test it out after this one. I pretty much know what it needs, just a little bit more, less of an angle. So all right, guys, that's it. The seat on the excavator is working awesome. Really happy with that. It was nice and quick and easy. Track is nice, really nice. I'm happy with it. Maybe the nicest it's been all year, actually. It's feeling really good. So I hope lots of people come out this weekend, and I hope we have a good time. All right, till the next one.